Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I am Jason, your host. I hope you're all having a wonderful, splendiferous day. Let's talk about my backup computer system, my backup portable computer system. As you know, computers, gaming, VR, technology, retro technology is all about coping strategies for me, helping my brain to stay in the here and now, helping my brain not to drift, not for me not to go catatonic, for me not to just disconnect from the world. It's not a hobby, it's not just for enjoyment, it's actually all part of methodology to keep me in the world, to keep me going. So when I approach computer systems, it's not like someone who's just building a hobby computer system. For me, it's always more about, I'm looking at it the same way a person on dialysis would look at how to set up a dialysis machine. Remember, my computers and that are actually listed in my treatment logs. It is part of my overall coping strategy to have technology around me. Now, how can I put this? To finding a good quality laptop, portable, that is powerful enough to do everything that I need. Not this'll work in a pinch, I can do the basics. Like, for that, I've got this. I've got my MacBook Air. I don't like the Mac ecosystem. I hate Apple, but there is no getting around the fact that this thing is amazing for longevity and just it's wonderful as it is for a low power gaming system. But it can't use VR, it can't play my games, it can't play my modding content, it can't do a lot of things. That is like the system that, worst case scenario, I've got something and I can just get by on. But for the longest time, I've wanted to get myself a gaming laptop that was top of the range, that could basically replace a desktop if it came to it. The problem is that MSI, Azeal, even Lenovo Legion, even and the other makes that you see around. First of all, they're totally overpriced. They really are overpriced. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They are really overpriced when it comes to their gaming laptops. You're paying for the shiny, you're paying for the RGB, you're paying for stuff that doesn't really in any way make it a better machine. And more I looked into it, I found that a lot of these units by these companies, either the hinges aren't very good, or repairability isn't very good, or upgradability. They have soldered in memory, and all these kind of things that make me back this. Sorry, parcel just arrived. So I was looking into all different kinds of laptops. One of my favourite types of laptops is something called a Clevo. I've talked about it before. These are laptops that are been around for years, since 2010 or so. And Clevos are a company, I believe, in Taiwan. They don't sell to consumers, I believe, or they might, but it's not their primary thing. What they do is they sell the framework. Think about like Skyrim. Skyrim, the game created by Bethesda, is a framework. Best looked at a framework. And modders change it and adapt it, and you adapt it yourself into what's perfect for you. Well, Clevo laptops are like that. They're usually modular, they're usually able to be updated, specifications can be changed and so on. You buy the base unit and then you put your name on it and so on like that. And that's why you see a lot of smaller companies with their own type of laptops. And the thing about a Clevo laptop is usually they're very well designed, very well built, and they last a long time. I've used Clevos from 2012, and you can replace the memory. Some of them even had socketed CPUs and GPUs that could have been disconnected and new ones put in. Very good systems. So, and they're usually very good prices as well. So, if you're talking about a top-of-the-range laptop that has a 5090 in, and I'm not talking an anemic 5090, I'm talking about a 5090 with enough power in it to run all the games and has about 60-80% of a desktop model, and enough power is delivered to it through the system that it can actually kick ass. Good cooling and so on like that. So if you do that through as us, like the Strix and the Scar and all those, you're going to pay £4,000 to £5,000. Probably more even if you want a really well done made one. So that's MSI, that's Azeal and all those. Not really interested in spending that much money. Then I noticed that Overclockers, the shop near me, has its own brand called Pinnacle. And Pinnacle is a Clevo. It's based on a Clevo base, basically. It's a wonderful, upgradable laptop. So, what did I get? So, let's bring up the window to show you. That's why I'm off to one side. Okay, so this is the Pinnacle laptop, the version that I bought. It's about at least £1,200 cheaper than the equivalent Azeal's or MSI model. It's got a 275HX processor. Now let's look at that processor. Let me just... Okay, so it's a 55 watt processor, but look at this. This system for single core threads, single core power, comes within 3 points of what my desktop is going to have. My desktop is 4741 mark, and the Intel Core Ultra 9 75H, a portable processor, is 47,308. The Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX is pretty much the best laptop grade CPU. Let's go back to here. So this system, let me make sure whether it's showing it there. I need to just, let me move this over a bit so you move it over. Come on, Jason, you can do this. There. So it's premium gaming, it's got really good cooling, it's expandable, Thunderbolt 4, 5.2 Wi-Fi, all the stuff that you need basically. Really good cooling. I've been using it for a few days as my primary computer because I'm still waiting for the case to come to put together my primary PC. So it's got 2 DDR slots, it can go up to 96 gigabytes. So these are DDR5 slots, so you can actually remove them and upgrade them, which is good. It's got, I believe, I haven't opened it up yet because, but I believe it's either got 2 or 4 M2 slots in there. I'll probably open it up at some point in time. This is the system. It's a brilliant little system. So let me turn this off and just move the camera to it's more facing a normal central area. So this is my Pinnacle laptop. It doesn't look fancy. It's got none of the flashy red or RGB. Yeah, the keyboard is RGB, but it's very subtle. You could use this as a business laptop. You could go into a business situation and use this because you can turn off or subdue the RGB anyway. Got a really nice trackpad. I love the trackpad on it. It's got really nice sound. It's got good speakers in it. On one side, it's got 3.2 USB and a universal 3.5 millimeter audio. On the other side, it's got another USB A-type slot, and it's got two USB. Well, we're not USB 4, the Thunderbolt 4 slots. It's got a little micro SD there, and on the back it's got a HDMI 2.1, I think it is the latest version, and it's got the power connector thingy. It's got really good fans and really good ventilation. It's pretty kick-ass. And even though it's got a sticker on here that says void if broken, I've actually talked to overclockers and they say no, you can actually, it won't affect your actual warranty if you add new hardware to it. So that's good. And so what I've got there is a system that is more powerful than most people's main computers. And if my main computer died, if my main computer for some reason, some component in it failed, I could just plug the Pinnacle in, plug it into its Thunderbolt dock, which I've got over there, which has got like 18 connectors on it, and connect it to these two monitors, and I would be able to use it without restricting myself in any way. And this is the key. Any technology that I bring into my ecosystem, that I set up in this way, has to be something that I don't have to have a negative with. It's not trying to get it work. It's not having to go through reboot it to make it work, like the Crystal Pimax that I had problems with. I can't have technology around me that is a negative influence, that is a negative, frustrating situation. For it to be a part of my coping strategies and to deal with all my problems I have, it's got to just fucking work. I'm sorry, but it has. I've got to know that when I turn it on, it will just work. And having this, as silly as it sounds, as a backup for my main system, it'll also be used downstairs and outside if I want to do primary gaming and streaming during the summer. Got a very good display on it. I think it's 500 nits, not sure, something like that. So yeah, this is my system. So I'll probably be busy most of the day, but I am going to do another video on what just arrived in the post. So this is Jason for the Queber channel. I hope you are all having a wonderful day.